Hello friends and students, welcome to Exam Booty's YouTube platform. Friends, this is SSC CGL English special class, and in this class we are studying basic level concepts of some topics that are actually required to understand the advanced level English SSC CGL. In this segment, we discussed a few topics like letter, like word formation, function of words, and now we are going to discuss the most important topic, parts of speech at basic level. Remember this, whatever we are learning, whatever we are discussing, all these things are based on basic concepts. I actually consider you that you have actually or forgotten the concepts, or you have a little knowledge about it, so you are not ready to understand the advanced level concept, and that's what we know at as a zero level or basic level concept. That's why we are discussing all these things. So let's start parts of speech, and in this parts of speech segment, the first one is noun. So we are starting our parts of speech basic level. And the first topic is noun. Now listen very carefully and try to understand what is noun. Those who are learning noun for the first time, it means those who are beginners, they will certainly get benefit of it. So students, what is a noun? Actually, noun is a word that is derived from the Latin word nomen. Yes, the Latin word is nomen, which actually literally means name. Most of the words in English are from Greek root. More than 50% words are in English from Greek roots. Approximately 30% words are from Latin roots. 10% words are from French root, and in the rest, remaining 10%, all the words from different countries, all the words from different languages of the countries, English has borrowed words. So 80%, a huge percentage, we must say, a huge percentage, 80% of words in English are from Greek and Latin root. That's why English is heavily dependable on these two basic languages. In English, there are so few words originated from the original language from which it is actually originated, and English is originally originated from German, Low German, and there are very few words in English from German root. So 80% words are from Greek and Latin root. That's why whenever you study any concept, the teacher is telling you that the word or this term is from Greek root or Latin root. Similarly here, noun. Noun is from Latin word nomen, which actually means name. Yes, name. That's why we say noun is the name of person, place, or things. We all studied, we all learned this definition in our childhood. If you want to just improve this definition, you may just call it, you may learn it, or you may just have a very compact version of the definition. Noun is a naming word. Yes, a naming word. So what is a noun? It is actually a naming word. Whenever you name something, someone, anything, anyone, whatever you can see, you can perceive, you can touch, all the things you can think of, if you name them, all the things, whatever you named them, are noun. Speaking broadly, everything in this universe, whatever you can think of, you can categorize all the things into two parts. The first thing we know as concrete, and the second one as abstract. The first thing we can categorize as tangible things, and the second one we can say intangible things. Yes, there are just two categories. There are just two kinds of things exist in this universe: tangible and intangible, concrete and abstract. There are just two things, only two. You can never tell me, you can never name another name. You can never tell me another thing. All the things are categorized into just these two things: tangible and intangible, concrete and abstract. Yes, there are only two categories. Concrete. What is concrete? So that's why when we speak broadly, in wide sense, noun are considered into just two categories: concrete noun and abstract noun, tangible noun and intangible noun. That's right. So noun, a naming word, and when we categorize them, we find the two broadly speaking categories. You may call it concrete noun or tangible noun. And abstract noun or intangible noun. Now most of the students are just scratching their head. What type of noun are these? They don't have any idea. They haven't listened to the names of these nouns even from their birth. I know you are scratching your head. You are not able to understand even a bit, because sir, I have listened from since childhood. I think you are going to say proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun. Yes, you are right. But we will just come to that. But before that, there are two categories. Broadly speaking, there are only two kinds of things in this universe. Only two: concrete and abstract, tangible or intangible, just everything immersed, everything absorbed in these two categories. Let's discuss what are these two categories are. The first one is concrete. Concrete means here whatever has certain characteristics, the characteristics I am going to mention. If certain things have length or breadth or height or depth or weight or color or order or parameter or area or volume, shape, size, anything from it. If certain things are any one of them having these qualities, these things will be characterized as concrete noun. And if not, if none of the qualities are there in things, they don't have length, they don't have breadth, they don't have height, they don't have depth, they don't have weight, they don't have color, size, shape, order, anything. They don't have parameter, area, volume, anything, any of these things. It means they are abstract. Yes, that's right. They are abstract. Now, if you even though think some imaginary thing, but if you can give it a shape, if you can give it a shape, if you can give it a size, it means that is a concrete thing, even though it is an imaginary. So, in simple words, as you know since birth, the things that you can touch, the things that you are able to see, the things that you cannot see because your eyes are actually not able to see because they are so small, but they can be seen through some other means. So when we say that things we can see and things we cannot see doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It is not necessarily always true in this sense. So when we say we can't see, it means they are so small in size that you have to use microscope. It means the thing exists, but our eyes are not able to see them. So concrete things have physical existence. This is the idea. All the concrete things, you just name it, all the concrete things have existence, physical existence. This is the key word. If a thing has physical existence, the thing is concrete. And physical existence will be of those things which have the characteristics of I just mentioned length, breadth, depth, height, weight, color, size, shape, parameter, area, volume, any of these things. And the things that don't have any of these qualities, any of these characteristics, the things will be just perceived. You cannot touch it. You cannot see it because it actually doesn't exist. It has no existence. How can you see that? However, you have the best microscope available till date, but you cannot see it because it actually doesn't have in physical shape. How can you just see them if it doesn't have a physical existence? So all the abstract things have no physical existence, and these things are described as intangible things, intangible nouns. That's why all the concrete nouns are categorized as tangible, and all the abstract nouns are categorized as intangible. These are the two wide categories of noun. And in intangible, the things that can only be perceived through senses. Sweetness. Can anyone measure sweetness? Do you know the length of sweetness? Do you know the weight of sweetness? Anyone can tell me, anyone can find the area of sweetness or the volume of sweetness? No, nobody is going to just give me anything about sweetness. Sweetness is just perceived through senses. That's what we know as abstract ideas. So all the abstract ideas, all the abstract things are actually intangible. So what we actually learned today? Noun is actually a naming word. First of all, we discussed that noun is a naming word. Whenever you name something, anything, you can touch, you can feel, you cannot touch, you can see, you cannot see, you can think of, all the things. If you name them, they will be nouns. So noun is a naming word. It is used to name things. Okay? Now, another thing. Noun are categorized into two major, widely spoken categories, and the category is concrete noun or tangible noun, abstract noun or intangible noun. These are two major category, major classification of noun. All the nouns are just to fall in these two categories. So when you see a boy, it means it has a size, shape. Whenever you see things, what you see? You see some of the characteristics that make them appear physically, that make them have the existence physically. That's why we call it all the concrete noun and tangible noun have physical existence. They have physical existence. But when we talk about abstract noun or intangible noun, they don't have physical existence. This is the one and only difference between tangible and intangible noun, concrete and abstract noun. So students, today we started the topic parts of speech, and in the parts of speech segment we started noun, and we not only discussed the definition of noun, we also discussed two major categories of noun, tangible and intangible, or you may call it concrete or an abstract noun. That's all for today. We will meet tomorrow and we will discuss one by one all the nouns. Concrete noun, how many nouns are there in concrete noun, which are actually found in them. So we will discuss all these things tomorrow. Till then, goodbye, thank you, and take care.